Like Joe Biden was being interviewed recently in Iowa, Des Moines to be specific, about his proposing to freeze Social Security in the past. And he gets caught lying, and then we have the tape after in this nice short clip to show us that Joe Biden was indeed, in fact, lying when he gave this answer.
Do you think, though, that it's fair for voters to question your commitment to Social Security when in the past you proposed a freeze to it?
No, I didn't propose.
So there's the lie. He said he didn't propose a freeze. We'll see later. That's not true.
Look, we're talking about is the time.
And then kudos to that reporter for calling him out on that, because he did, in fact, say that.
When I argued that we should freeze federal spending,
this is back in '95.
Social Security as well. I meant Medicare and Medicaid. I meant veterans benefits. I meant every single solitary thing in the government.
So that was Joe Biden as a senator, supposed Democratic senator, willing to open up, Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, veterans benefits, children's health insurance, food stamps, all of these things. He's willing to cut those, these services and benefits that go to some of the most vulnerable people in our country. And I have no doubt that this is the type of compromise and the type of work that he would be fine passing along with Republicans, because AOC was totally right to say that, in any really country that made sense, AOC and Joe Biden would not be in the same political party. I mean, he advanced the bankruptcy bill that made it a lot harder for people to discharge, I think, student loan debt, or basically outlawed that, and just gave all these giveaways to the financial institutions and banks. And here he is on tape saying he tried 4 times to freeze so-called entitlement spending, and he'd be open and willing to do it again. But he was being interviewed, and he flat out lied, and now we have this tape. Bernie Sanders, the other candidates, and even Trump would be, very smart to hammer away at this point. Again, especially because Joe Biden usually has a higher amount of support among the older voters, among the elderly population. But, when you point out to these older voters that are receiving, Social Security and Medicare, that Joe Biden has advocated multiple times in the past for spending freezes, which is a cut, then they might think twice. They might maybe think it makes a little more sense to support Bernie Sanders, a politician who has always advocated vehemently to protect Social Security and has advocated to expand it. And then polar opposite, Joe Biden wants to cut the benefits, and he would do that as president. So again, there is no choice. Bernie Sanders is the only choice if you are really concerned about improving the lives in a real tangible way of the working people, of the working class in the United States. Then Bernie Sanders is the only choice. He's the only one who truly represents the will, of a vast majority of American people, and all the other ones are either beholden and corrupt to corporate interest, or they just simply don't have the backbone to stand up and fight for these really important things that we need, like Medicare for all. So Bernie 2020, let's do everything we can to make sure he's the nominee, and do everything we can to make sure he then defeats Donald Trump. Peace, much love.